Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Wide 80. Wait, take. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86. Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 86.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common: great practice habits. Today was a great practice.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives Coach.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check, 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 check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check the set. Lost the run. Check.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let him know, let him know. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
Again to Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Switch, switch, switch. Big dash. Come.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington. And even 70 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist, watch twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go, get out there, get out there.
They'll run for the first time with a former Buckeye, Mike Weber. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mike Weber, 84 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Redskins 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
You can't block me. You can't.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Mike set. 19. Big stop. Alert. Big stop. Let's go. Hatchet. Hatchet.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Check, 43.
Elliott running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run down. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Rip left, rip left. Joker, Joker. Here we go, 54, go 26.
On the counter, Elliott. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Kill.
The give is to Elliott. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Here we go. Mark 54. All day. We're going to 54. 26.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to hook up to Izzo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
He's coming. We got double up. Check it out, Reese.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 13. Check hot. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second half? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check Mike. 24. Get that quarterback, D-line. 24. Quarterback, D-line. Come on. Get that quarterback. Hey, switch gears. Check Mike, 99.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Love. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Check 49, check 49, check 31, check 31, check 99.
Right back to him on first down. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
He's coming, double up. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Hey, we got to get this to 6. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Rush it. Hey, kill. Big air. Under.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the shift. Gun.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Pollard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Cowboys 31, Redskins 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committees.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.